Well, welcome back to another episode of Living Live. I don't know what I'm doing. I was at home doing my own thing, and now I decided to come to the beach, and I don't know why, but I brought this. I don't know if I'm gonna find something out of this. Usually I just turn to a page and start reading, hoping God might find some type of word for me to look at, but right now I don't know because I'm not focused on it, but I had brought it just in case. But I kind of wanted to just talk about this my school and then my break, which I guess we could start with school. Hopefully this wind won't be making all the noises. And yes, I'm at the beach right now in case. I'm just gonna confirm it. It's pretty empty and it's a little windy, but I thought it was a little windier. Turns out it was raining this morning. I was like, no. So I'll just close this for now. I'll leave the page. Anywho, my school semester was technically a roller coaster. Part of it was me, but also part of it was all the stuff that I had to deal with outside of school. Not saying that's a bad thing, but I had a lot of stuff I was taking care of, and it's kind of getting in the way. Also, procrastination, and to make it even a little bit more challenging, I had a speech class that I had to take this semester. It's required, but I think that really helped me get better at speaking. Not sure where I'm going to apply that to, but it just kind of is what it is. I had to retake my English class because what happened last semester was not very great, and I thought I was going to be sick of this semester because it's the same thing, but turns out it wasn't. It was actually a little bit different. It was a lot more organized, and I understood a lot more. I think our first project with English was learning how to identify an image. Basically, look at an image and figure out the mediums of it, its texture, what does it represent, what stories does it tell. It's like a picture worth 1,000 words kind of thing. It's just you describe it and write a paper about it. So what really helped me to learn that class was all the kids in there that showed me, or not, it was like a group get together and kind of analyze each other and critique each other's papers, and that's kind of what helped me because I really needed that. There's some kids in there that could write really good, and I don't consider myself a great writer, but I do need some help with some areas, and they helped me out with that, and they helped me to just get open my mind up a little bit more and try new things I don't usually try, and it kind of was worth it. So I did pretty good on that part, but other than that, the second project was humanities. No, that was no, it was it wasn't humanities. It was natural science or something like that. I'm gonna get up and walk. I guess I could go portrait, or maybe I shouldn't. I'll just walk so you guys can see everything else behind me. The second one was natural sciences. I had to research, so I had to pick. Uh-oh, somebody's calling me. Okay, I'm back. Okay, no muted microphone. Okay, so where was I? I was talking about research paper, researching a topic online, and I found a topic, and my topic was about mangroves, and I decided to talk about why tidal flow is not being flushed out of the mangroves area meaning when water gets into those areas where mangroves live and they can't flush out, there's no oxygen for the mangroves. It kind of ruins the soil underneath them, and I could go on and on. Surprisingly, I can remember all this, but it went pretty well. I mean, actually, I think I got an 82 on that paper, so that's really good for research project. Moving on to the last project project. Moving on to the last project, it was the social sciences. So it's like a social problem, social need within our society, and talking about it, researching it. And I decided to do why young adults end up moving back with their parents and living with them, and why that could be a problem, but also benefit. Oh, that was kind of cool. Hold on. I mean, the water just rushed over here. I'm about to walk on some wet water. It's like bubbling. Look at that. It's kind of weird, but it's cool. Anywho, yeah, that's the last project. Yeah, I talked about why young adults usually move back with their parents and whatnot, and stuff about it. I can't really go from my head from everything I know, but let's just say it was a pretty good paper. I think I got a 77 on it. It wasn't like a topic I really wanted to talk about, but since I'm one of those millennials that do live with my parents, maybe I could just give it a try, and it ended up being a pretty good outcome. And then the last project was the remix project, basically meaning, here, take any 3 of your projects you just wrote and kind of revamp them. Like, you can make a music video out of it, you can make a commercial out of it, you can make a song out of it, you can make a billboard or like a flyer decoration out of it. It's just basically you do you and make it more appealing to the audience. So obviously, if you know me, you know what I did, right? I chose to do a song. So I wrote a song about the mangroves being ruined by water not flushing in our area, and it turned out to be a pretty good song. Got a 100 on it because I think the teacher really liked that one, and I think it's on my YouTube channel, Jeffrey.music. So I could maybe I could throw the link below. I'll probably forget about it, but look up Save the Mangroves remix project on YouTube. You should find it. Look what I'm about to walk into. Looks like somebody forgot to get this, or they did just float on shore. Anywho, that was the whole English thing. It was a lot of writing, let me tell you, but mostly because I procrastinated on one of the papers, and thank God they give us peer reviews so you can, have people review it before you turn it in, because she gives us about 2 weeks each project to finish. And it's enough time, but sometimes, procrastination once again. Let's talk about the speech class, because I mean, if you know me, the only way I usually speak loudest is through music. And yeah, that's a great gift. But also, you gotta face the problems that you don't want to do and speak with your mouth and your brain. So, end up doing that class. Obviously, really nervous to get up and actually say something about myself before I even do a huge speech, which wasn't really big. I mean, you had a lot of advantages in there the teacher gave, like 3 to 5 minutes. About 2 of the speeches were 3 to 5 minutes. The ones that we were going to talk about, not like the intro speech, like who am I and what is my name. It was like that was like a 30-second whatever. But obviously I was nervous because I don't like talking in front of people. And I remember my first speech that I did in that class, it was about the history of motorcycles. I decided to do it the day before I had to give a speech on. You want to know how great that went? I had to write out the whole paper, which you can't really read off a whole paper in the speech, obviously, but you can use a note card. So I chose to do a note card. And I'm about to approach this overpass. Maybe I'll get out of the wind. You get a note card, and you try to list all the things you're gonna say, almost like an English paper. All right, here's my topic I'm gonna talk about. Okay, now here's so the first speech was like an informing people on what this is. I'm informing you guys about the history of motorcycles. First, I'm going to talk about where the motorcycles came from and where they originated. Secondly, I'm going to talk about how the motorcycles gradually got better and were mass produced by multi-million-dollar companies. And thirdly, I'm going to tell you how it influenced the world in transition like that. And is there anywhere I can stand where wind won't hit this thing? Right here? Okay. I wish I could do this landscape mode. Maybe I could try the portrait mode if it's on here. If I can't do that, that sucks. Oh look, they got filters, which is kind of cool. Maybe I do black and white. Oh. Alright. I like this one. No, I don't want to stop streaming. Why can't I pick another one? Unless you guys can't see that, whatever. Anywho, my first speech, it was okay, but it wasn't okay, because what I didn't do was I didn't prepare myself as of talking. I prepared myself mentally. I prepared myself, here, remember this, because I had to make a PowerPoint. You can make a PowerPoint if you want to, and if you don't want to, that's on you.